Hello everyone. It's been a few days since I've been in here, but I was working on some tags for the journals, and I've got one more to do, and I'll just show you how I put that together. I have some book paper, some music paper, and they're just ripped up. I have a little bit of the decorator papers that I'm using, a little bit of it's lace that I picked up at the op shop probably last year. Just cut a piece out roughly, and a floral image. And they're just glued like that to hold them into position. I've just cut a piece of my decorator tag here, and I'm going to be placing that where I want it, like that. And I will probably just put a little bit of glue on there to hold that. Where's that? It's disappeared. Oh no, there it is. Okay. I did fill all my glue things up the other day, which was nice. That's always something I forget to do. So I spent some time and just filled all my glue bottles up. They're all filled with tacky glue, Helmar tacky glue. Why isn't that coming out? There we go. Just a little bit stubborn. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue in the center to hold that in position, because I'll be sewing that on. I'll be sewing that on, and as I've done, I'll show you the ones I've done. I have just gone around in circles actually in a contrasting thread on those ones, and I've backed them in some tea stained paper, but I sew this on first, and then I put the tea stained paper on and sew around the edge and trim it up, and then I'm putting an eyelet at the top there, and that's how they will be, and I quite like the way they have turned out. And the decorator paper I'm using here is the provincial paper. Yeah, the provincial. It's really pretty actually, the piece I'm using. It's almost like a toile. Here, this one. It's really pretty. So I've used that. Did I use that on all of them? Yes, I did. And it's almost a blue-grey colour, and I really like that. And then I've just got these images. I also made this tag here. That's just two pieces of the off-cut pieces like that you might get on the back with a book page, and then some, what is that called, wallpaper border. A piece of wallpaper border down the back, and then a little bit of the washi tape on that as well, a little bit of fabric, and I've stitched the button on. It's a linen button there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go and sew this in 3 circles. They don't have to be neat or anything, just roughly around, and then I'll be back. All right, so that's just stitched on like that. I'm using some grey thread, like that, and then I need a piece of tea stained paper. I don't think I've got any that's already cut, so I might just use that part there because it's quite drippy looking, but it's okay for the back of a tag, I think. So once again, just a little bit of glue to hold it in place on the back there. And you can zigzag or straight stitch around that. It's totally up to you. I've been straight stitching around mine, so I will straight stitch around this one, but I did zigzag around that one there. Okay, I shall just sew that. Okay. So that's what I've done there, and my machine is looping a little bit, but that doesn't actually concern me when I'm paper crafting, because I like that kind of shabby look. It does concern me when I'm making something neater and don't want that look. The lighting's a bit difficult to see at the moment. It's because it's winter here still. This room doesn't get any light in winter, so I have to rely on artificial lighting, which can sometimes be a little bit hard to see. It makes the videos a little bit dark at times as well. I do have like I've got a light here and I've got a light over there, but that's not turned on at the moment. I suppose I could put it on like that, if that makes any difference. Okay, like that. I know I've been I think I just put a rounded corner on the ends there. And then too many scissors out. Got some ink the edges slightly, and this is the walnut stain colour. So I hope you all had a lovely weekend. We didn't do anything this weekend. We had to stay home this weekend. My son had to have a COVID test last week. He's not sick or anything, but something came up and he was getting a sore throat. So when I took him to get something seen to, of course they had to do a test, and when they do a test then you've got to stay home until you get the results. So, but they came back and they're all clear and everything's all right, and it was just an allergy he had, and he doesn't normally get allergies at all, so I didn't know what it was, but he's all right now. He's back at school now, and it's just another thing, isn't it? Like we need any more things going on at the moment. Okay, that's that. And punch a hole. Like that. And I might just pop a little bit of glue under that, on that top part there. Most of it's caught down with the sewing. And just this little top bit here I might put a bit more glue on. Okay, I need an eyelet. Whoa, oh, they almost went everywhere. Is that what colour? I think that's the colour I've been using. go. That's that one done. So quite like the way they turned out. So there's some tags there that I've done. I also did, what else did I do? These, I cut all these flowers out. They're really soft looking. That is from this Complete Book of the Garden book here. I've got a couple of these ones, so I like those images, and the actual book pages are nice to use as well. So I fussy cut some images out, and they're the images that are on those tags I just showed you as well. I also made some corner tucks here. There's a little bird I used from those cards I cut out. I have cut some little clocks out from the paper collection as well. I just haven't backed them with paper as yet. That's right, isn't it? Yep. So these are just corner tucks. Everybody does corner tucks. I think the first place I may have seen them was on Junk Journal Junkies. Everyone was doing them. Yvonne Preston has a channel. She's got all these sorts of things on it. This is just 2 triangles layered up with book paper and fancy paper, and that's all it is. This one's actually got 3. It's got the decorator paper, it's got book paper, and then it's got another little piece of decorator paper that has been cut with some fancy scissors there. A little fussy cut flower from one of the paper collections, this sort of thing here. And the smaller ones, I cut a couple of flowers out of these little quote things there as well. So there's a little postcard in that one, but like I said, I still have to cover the back in some tea-stained paper. So there's 2 of them there. That's another one there with a bit of cheesecloth as well. And there's a couple more. And there's another one there. And then I cut some extra little clocks out of a piece of paper. Where's that bit of paper? Oh, I haven't got much of that left now. So just maybe to add to pages somewhere along the line. And what I thought I might do, I'm getting a mess here. Look, I made so much of a mess I had to rip part of the paper away the other day. What I thought I might do is, the signatures are hiding under here, use these in here and find a page. Oh, I stuck some butterflies on in various places throughout the book as well, the journal as well. So every so often I've stuck a butterfly on. And it still needs to be done. So like here, I could get this and put that there. But I thought, I've got these small paper doilies. I thought I might use one of those behind it and put them like that. That looks quite pretty and you can't see. There we go. Just to break it up a little bit. So I might do that while I'm thinking about it, to be honest. Do I want to use this one? Let's see how we go with this pen. Let's see if it comes out the way I want it to come out to stick this on or not. It's turned cold here again. You know, last week I was downtown doing some grocery shopping and it was really hot. Well, it was quite warm and I thought, oh my goodness. And then it was warmish on Saturday, but yesterday and today has been really quite cold again. It's almost spring here now. I don't want to do too much there. So I'm just overhanging it ever so, just a teensy little bit on the corner there. Here we go. And do we want to glue that? Yes, because I've already stitched around it, so we'll just glue that on. Even it's cold, that's why the glue doesn't want to come out, so I've got to make sure yep, the bird's the right way round. There we go. I quite like that with the doily behind it, just cleans it up a bit because it's white, like that. And I think these tags might be too big to go in there. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, they might be a bit big to go in there. But if I made a couple more like this, that might be all right in there. Or even like half the size. So, but first I'll just get some of these corner pieces in. Maybe one there, or do we want it facing the other way? I've got that there, got that there, that there. Oh, okay, I could put one there, couldn't I? I've got to make sure it's the right way round. That one. We had a clock in the other one, didn't we? Maybe that one there. Put that like that. And then when I do that, that could go in there. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, that should be all right, I think. Oh, I put it on that one. I like it on the patterned paper, to be honest. Like that. It sort of breaks up that a bit, I think. So I'll put that there. Okay. Maybe I want that there. That might be nice in there. Alright, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, whether I'm just going to leave it like that and back it with the tea stained paper and just have it as a journal spot in there. I'll come to that when I'm ready. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that in the other two signatures and put these other corner pieces in there as well. So while those are drying, I'm just sticking my images to some book paper and cutting around there for these little door pages. I hope it works. I don't know how it will go, but what I thought I would do was just layer these images up a little bit, and with this book paper first. Could have probably doubled it, but I haven't. And then perhaps some tea stained paper afterwards Do I want too stained or yeah, I want it heavy but not too heavy. So I'm just going to cut these out. I did slightly ink the image to let it stand out just a little bit. I'm not sure if I will ink the book paper or not. So that will kind of go on like that. So I'll leave the book paper and I might just this on there and ink around that so that stands out a little bit. And hopefully that will make it heavy enough. Maybe I can sew it on actually. Maybe that will make it heavy enough to act as like a closure. So I'll just put a bit of glue on there to hold it in place while I sew it on. Okay. Where will I sew? I could just sew around the image itself, I think. That might be nice. Yeah, just a straight stitch around the image. I'll do that and then... Okay, so I've stitched around that. Now I'm just going to trim it again. Oh, was I going to ink? No, I wasn't going to ink. I was going to ink around this. So that will go on like that. Do you think it'll work? I hope so. It just needs to give enough weight. Just enough weight. It should work, I think. Do I even need to ink around the edge? Yeah, I think I will. Just slightly. Just so it... Yeah, that looks alright. Because yeah, I think... I'll have to get a new sponge on it that I found those ones at the op shop, so I'll have to put a new sponge on that. Because that one's full, dropping little bits everywhere, so I need to glue it to this side. Oh, sorry. There we go. I only need to glue it to one side, like that. Yeah. So about there. I think to about there, to about there. I hope it works. Come on. Yeah, let's have a look. Can you even see? Too much going on here, haven't I? Okay, so I'm just lining it up there and about there. And then we'll have a look at it. that should work. Let me just move that, get these. Like that. Like that there. And then that opens up. That can be another tuck spot in there. I will add a bit more glue up there, I think. So I could put a little tag in there as well. And that will hopefully hold that shut a bit with the weight of it, which I'm sure it will. I don't want to press too hard. By the time the book's been closed a few times, so that will be like that. Oh, I really need to work out how to have this camera a bit better. So, I just can't tilt it quite right, and it gets either too close or too high. So that's that one, and I will do the same for the other one of those that I've got. I don't know. Let's have a look. That's the middle signature. I put a doily over that there. I didn't put a doily behind every one of these corner tucks, just a couple of them. Oh, there's one of the others there. Is that? Yeah, that's one of the others there. Was that going there? Yep, that was going there. Okay, so like that. Okay, so I'm going to go and do the same thing for this one as well. And I think there's a couple of birds as well in, there's that one there, but I think there's a bird in the other one. I'll go ahead and... Alright, so I thought the next thing I would do for this morning is maybe put one of these cutouts that way, I think, on there, which I think looks quite nice. And then on the other side of this music paper that I've put in, I have this beautiful wallpaper border, and this was from Rena. Thank you, Rena. And I've just ripped a couple of pieces off, and I thought I would put it on the other side of the music paper for a pocket. I may have to cut a half circle out there, but I thought that would be nice as a pocket on the music paper. I'll just stitch that around 3 sides and put a... Better to do that now. Oh goodness, that was hard. Might put a hole in there now while I'm thinking about it before I stitch it on. Get it around about the centre there. Is that about that? No? Like that. So that will go on there like that, like a little pocket. Perhaps I can put one of these tags in there and have it poking out the top there. That could work, we'll see. I love that wallpaper, I really do. So I've ripped a couple pieces off. I'll do another one for one of the other signatures as well. There we go. Put that away. And I also got this collage strip here that I made quite a while ago, and I thought that might actually look nice as a couple of tags as well. Just putting it on like that, cutting it off and backing it in some probably index card to give it a bit more weight. So I'll go and do those things and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I've done one tag. I've just backed it in some grey bond paper. I've done a collage. I've used some book paper an index card, part of the collage receipt roll type thing that I made. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. A little bit of ticking fabric and one of the images that I cut out, and that will go in the little pocket here. So that's one pocket. On the other side I put that image there on the music paper. On the other side of it, it was a flip out, but I've just changed that into like a little tuck spot in there. So I'll put something in that a little bit further down the track. So that's that pocket. And I did the other one in here. But I haven't made a tag for this one yet. Where is it? There. There it is a bit. Okay, so I've put the image there. I have stitched the pocket on. I will make another tag for in there. Did I do anything? No. I'll probably on that side, have I got another long image? Put a little image there because that looks pretty. Like that, just to break up the music paper. Because you can't really write on those pages. It's just to add a little bit of interest throughout the journal more than anything. The pages aren't hugely strong, so you can't put a lot of weight on them because it is old music paper. Alright, so we'll put that there. And that looks pretty there. Like that. And I think that's probably enough for today. Oh, was I going to show you what I did? Okay, I did that. I got some book paper. It doesn't really matter. Like that. Is that the right size? Wrong one. I feel like it's filling up nicely now. It's like 1 minute there's nothing in it, and then all of a sudden it's getting nice and full. And I can't find my book. Oh, there it is. On the wrong side, aren't I? There we go. Just make sure it's the right length. Yep, that's fine. So I'll put that on there like that. I'll get this, and I can, oh, there's a nice long one down the bottom there. So a piece of that, perhaps, where do I want it? Depends what image I'm using. I've got a couple more here. One. Oops. Oh my goodness. Okay. I got that one, which is a nice long one. I might use that one. The others are a bit smaller. So just either like that or part there, like that, kind of like maybe over that side, and have it like that. I think that might work, so I'll cut that off there, like that, lift it up. Lift that up a bit, that can go like that. And that can go like that. And I use the same concept, just 3 circles stitched around on all of that. I'll just straighten it up a bit. 3 circles around. Maybe I'll put it down there a bit more. And then I'll add some paper on the back and stitch that on. Okay, 3 circles, like that. This is my grey bond paper. I want that, just the texture facing that way. So I will just put a little bit of glue to hold that in the center. Line that up as straight as I can. I think that's right. A bit hard to see. Okay, that will be fine, I think. I think my index card's just a little bit crooked there. That's okay. I will trim that up a bit. I'll trim it once I've sewn it. Okay, and now I'm just going to do a stitch around the edge. Like so. Cut off any loose threads, unless you want to leave them long, of course. And you don't have to stitch these if you don't have a sewing machine or don't want to use one. You can just glue it all. That around my corners. Like that. Any loose bits of paper you might want to just glue down a bit, just so they don't get caught. Oh my goodness, that was a bit much, wasn't it? Like that. Just so they don't get caught on anything and rip. Put that on. Here we go. A little bit there as well. Like that. Now I will ink around the edge. And that should be it for this. I'll ink the other edge, but that will then go into this pocket here. Like that, just peeking up a little bit at the top there. And I'll have to put like a ribbon or something up the top, just to, a ribbon or some fabric. We'll find something to put up the top, but I'll let that dry a little bit better before I do anything else. So thank you for watching today, and take care everybody. Bye.